This is a very diverse running back class, and we got a ton of running backs to pick through. Some of them are going to go late, some in the middle rounds, and some of them are going to get that pristine draft capital. But I found some information today served up in a different way for us to digest. Found it on Twitter here. Let's dig into this. This is from Football Insights on Twitter. Give them a follow if you want. Check out their information. But I found this graphic off their handle today on the timeline. I figured it was good to do a video on to go over with you guys, just in case you haven't came across it. A lot of this is on PFF because it's from PFF, but it's in this chart here and allows you to digest it this way, stacked with the other running backs from best to worst on the run block grades from the offenses they were in. And then you also see from various different years. The red dot here is from their 2022 season, and you can just see how things are working out. One thing you want to notice is Tank Bigsby right down there at the bottom. We've said this in a lot of shows that Tank Bigsby has been dealing with one of the worst offensive lines in college football, also in the SEC. That translated to how his stats looked a certain way. Did not have the greatest counting stats, but on tape, you saw the power, size, and burst. Zach Evans, too. Very funky career. Let's just say that with some alright tape, fabulous tape, whatever you want to say, but this guy looks like he's got the goods on some days and some days doesn't. The offensive line wasn't all the way there. We can definitely say some good things about the Texas boys, Bijan Robinson and Rashawn Johnson. Solid. Sean Tucker not playing behind the best graded run offensive line. Also, this is totally subjective because not like PFF's always 100% perfect. We also got a lot of data here, a lot of different O-lines and running backs. So if there's something you know from your favorite team and from what you've seen versus these grades, shout that out because it's always good about being objective. Don't always count on the data to be always 100% correct. Jahmyr Gibbs. Those blue dots was when he was at Georgia Tech, and the back half of that, rushing totals weren't as high. Also, the volume completely wasn't as high, so that makes sense there. Muhammad Ibrahim. That also makes sense. This is all only for his last 3 seasons. He was very productive these last few years as well. One of the most productive running backs in college football. Coming back from that Achilles injury, making it hard to do. Zach Charbonnet playing with some good teams. Michigan, UCLA. Some good run blocking there as well. But just something to chew on here. Kendre Miller in a good spot. But look at Izzy Abakanda getting it done too with a middle of the road run block grade. So just a lot to look at here, a lot to take in. You may want to screenshot this just to have it. Just screenshot it, take a picture, whatever, just so you have it. Or go to his handle. I'll pull that down again. It's right there. But Football Insights. I have this blown up a certain way so I can present it. But I also want to give him the credit because I didn't pull this data. I had the data. I got the PFF data, but I did not digest it in this certain way. I kind of thought it was cool. Makes it easy to present. Makes it easy for you to see. And really just been looking at this chart, and I felt like it was good to do a video on so you guys could have the data as well. I guess I could have posted a video of it. But this way, he gets some credit. Maybe he'll get some extra followers. And then here, you guys get a rundown of some of these run blocking grades. Really help you out for Dynasty Fantasy Football. But one thing to note, Tank Bigsby, you don't want to sleep on him because that's what we've been calling out on the channel all offseason is him playing behind that bad run blocking team. Sean Tucker, I never really thought about that, but I always known the production, always known the burst, and whatever we saw on tape, especially him doing more in the passing game. Izzy, that looks really good as well. The Texas boys doing well. Muhammad Ibrahim, he's a late rounder. It doesn't really hurt me as much because it's not like we're looking for the ROI. We're looking for to pay up for him or anything. Zach Charbonnet, he's been solid throughout his career, and that might attribute to it, but he was also a high-end 4-star recruit coming out, 5-star on some sites, and just been a player that's been turning on with 2 different collegiate programs. Honestly, this doesn't really show you too much that you don't already know, but it also puts it in a good perspective with everything lined up. That's always good to see. Deuce Vaughn in the middle road run block grade. Tajay Spears has some good tape, and this might account for it. Just his vision being able to make things happen because he has to run between dudes to get that done. But Tajay Spears, so a lot of good stuff to chew on here. I like Izzy down there. Devin Chain. Texas A&M has been doing it well in the run block, but last year when he was the guy, had to get it done with a little bit less. If you notice that, if you look at that perspective. But remember, red dots for 2022, the blue dots are 2021 and before, last 3 seasons, usually 2020, 2021, maybe before that, even 2019, depending if they missed a year because this is their last 3 seasons. But I figured I'd go over those run block grades with you guys so you guys had that information. Chew on that. Let me know in the comments what you think, because obviously being objective, there's some other things to really chew on with this. There's a lot more than what this says, obviously, and I'm still chewing on it, but I really wanted to get that out there. That way, if you see something, I can get that information too. Make sure you smash that subscribe button on the way out. It's only going to help you build your Dynasty teams and get you ready for them rookie drafts. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.